What is going on, guys? The ZK-383 is our first Tides of War Lightning Strikes weapon to unlock and the first post-launch weapon to come to the medic class. After giving a bit of a playthrough already, I'd have to say it's not all too bad of a medic weapon. Just using this weapon stock, you'll see that it statistically rivals the best of the submachine guns in accuracy and control, so you won't find yourself having a difficult time controlling this gun compared to weapons such as the Suomi or the M1928. It's much more likened to the Sten, but with a slower rate of fire. The Sten with a 540 and the ZK-383 with a 514. It also has a little bit less ammo with a 30 round magazine and the Sten having a 32, so slightly better in those regards. It's when the specializations take hold of this weapon is when you see this gun really start to branch off. And if there's one submachine gun that really branches off, it's definitely the ZK-383. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. Once you pull up these specializations, you realize you can take this weapon down one of two sides of the submachine gun class. You can either extend the range out like I did and add specializations like the barrel bedding or custom stock that improve accuracy while stationary or moving, which ends up giving it a little bit better accuracy than the Sten once you go down that route. Or you can go down the left side and doing the light bolt, which will increase your rate of fire to 720, which still falls short to the light bolt equipped for the Suomi that has a 981 rate of fire, but compared to a 770 stock Suomi, it's not too far off. It actually mirrors the M1928's rate of fire stock with its 720 as well. It's really the first of its kind for the submachine gun class that can really branch off to being either a hip-firing monster that can challenge the fastest of the submachine gun classes, such as the previously mentioned Suomi or M1928, or rival those high-accuracy, high-control weapons like the Sten or the EMP. Really, the main downfall of this gun is the fact that if you don't increase its rate of fire, it ends up being tied for last next to the MP34 as the slowest rate of fire out of all the submachine guns. But if you upgrade its rate of fire, it's still slower than the higher rate submachine guns that are out there. It also doesn't have a very impressive magazine, so because of this, I did equip the extended magazine, which increased my ammo capacity to 40 rounds. So still not the best out of all the magazines, but better than the Sten, and no longer on those lower ammo capacity magazines like some of those other stock submachine guns. I finally completed the list off by equipping the high velocity bullets, which increased my bullet speed by 10%, making it easier to hit moving or distant targets. Something you may want to have equipped because you definitely can extend the range out for this gun if you go down the specializations I chose. It has a unique bipod to it, kind of like the raviolis of the submachine gun class, so setting up your bipod and shooting players from those further mid-range battles is definitely an option you may want to consider. With that said though, you very much can make this gun a close quarters run and gun type of weapon, and even though its increased rate of fire still isn't the best, it will beat out weapons like the Suomi and M1928 with accuracy, and that's even with the light bolt specialization equipped. So if you ever used those guns before and you're having a hard time controlling it or really shooting your gun accurately, and you thought you'd be willing to sacrifice a little bit of that rate of fire for increased stability and accuracy, well, this is a route that you'd want to go with this gun. Because of this though, you would want to probably equip the quick reload since you won't have the ability to have the high capacity magazine, and hopefully that will make it a little bit easier to manage you reloading your gun and firing against enemy players, since having that higher rate of fire is going to make you go through your ammunition rather quickly. So you're probably going to want to equip that quick reload to make it a little bit more bearable when swapping through your magazines for this gun. But what do you guys think about this new weapon? I know the medic class has had its issues, with some saying the weapons aren't very effective and others wishing they had those semi-automatic longer range rifles for this class. But with its high accuracy and its bipod, you may want to give this gun a shot and see if you can extend the range out while still taking advantage of the close quarter combat advantage of the submachine guns, taking out those enemy players who just recently picked off your sanitator crying teammates laying there down on the ground. So but that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later.